You're listening to the Do This First podcast, and I'm Santa, your host. I hope you're listening at the start of your day to get things going in the right direction. Today's episode is a lesson in gratitude, and our teacher today is none other than George Bailey. Have you heard of George Bailey? One of my favorite holiday traditions is watching It's a Wonderful Life on Christmas Day. I'm a classic movies aficionado, especially movies from the 1940s when my grandparents were born. Anyway, It's a Wonderful Life is directed by Frank Capra and was released in 1946. The movie is ranked as one of the greatest movies of all time, and I couldn't agree more. The protagonist, George Bailey, becomes disillusioned and contemplates suicide on Christmas Eve, mostly because he's ruined financially and it's by no fault of his own, and he's possibly facing jail time. Not only that, the utter embarrassment and shame that he feels he's going to bring on his entire family and his father's legacy. However, when kind of a stumbling, bumbling angel by the name of Clarence comes to his rescue, George is shown what life would have been like without him. The movie explores profound themes of gratitude and community, and also the power that one person can have by touching and influencing other people's lives, sometimes without even knowing that he's doing this. At the heart of the film is George Bailey, and he is played by Jimmy Stewart. George's dreams are of traveling the world and achieving big things. And those dreams are repeatedly thwarted as he takes on more and more responsibilities at his family's building and loan business. And those responsibilities become even greater once his dad dies. George had his future meticulously planned, but the movie reminds us that life is full of unexpected twists and turns. George learns about the impact he has on people, and that his life has touched countless others in ways he couldn't have imagined. It's a gentle nudge, really, to recognize the value in the everyday moments and the people we encounter along the way. One of the most important lessons from the movie is the power of gratitude. As George faces his darkest hour, he's shown what life would have been like if he had never existed. Just think about that for a minute. What would life be like if you had never existed? My gosh. This eye-opening experience prompts him to basically reevaluate his priorities and to appreciate the blessings he often took for granted. The film really does encourage us to do the same, reminding us to cherish the moments over the things and to value people over items and status markers. Have you ever stopped to think about how interconnected we all are? It's a Wonderful Life shows us just how powerful a supportive community can be. George Bailey's life is deeply intertwined with the lives of all the people in the small town that he lives in. And it really comes to a point where he's able to really see the impact that he's had on everyone in the town, even people he doesn't know. The movie reminds us that on a certain level, we are all connected. I'm sure most of you have heard about the 6 degrees of separation. So what that means is that we are all 6 social contacts away from each other. In other words, someone you know knows someone who knows someone else, and that someone else knows someone else who might know me. The LinkedIn platform was created on this theory. In the movie, the interconnectedness of people, some that George didn't know, as I had shared previously, but that he was able to impact on some level, helped George find solace in the fact that he actually did matter. This newfound knowledge filled George with gratitude and strengthened him to face his struggles. The movie prompts us to reflect on the importance of gratitude and appreciation in our daily lives. It encourages us to make, I would say, moments last and to really acknowledge all the blessings that surround us that we take for granted on a daily basis, like being alive. Even if your life is not what you want it to be right now, you are still alive, which means you still have a chance. By incorporating gratitude into our lives every day, we can cultivate a more positive outlook and find joy in the simple pleasures. It's a Wonderful Life serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope and the potential for positive change. Through George Bailey's journey, we witnessed the transformative power of gratitude and selflessness. When George Bailey was able to see all the ways that he impacted other people, he realized that life was indeed worth living after all. Though It's a Wonderful Life is just a movie, there is scientific data that supports the effects of gratitude. It is a simple emotion, but holds far-reaching implications rooted in the neurobiology of human cognition. Extensive research in various scientific disciplines has shed light on the profound effects gratitude can have on our well-being and mental functioning. At its core, the positive emotion activates regions within the brain associated with reward circuitry, such as the prefrontal cortex. The release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin creates an upward spiral that enhances feelings of joy and contentment without the synthetic drugs and much better for your body. In other words, it's like a natural high. Moreover, practicing gratitude promotes neuroplasticity by strengthening neuronal connections in key areas responsible for memory formation and emotional regulation. This not only bolsters psychological resilience, but also improves sleep quality, cardiovascular health, immune function, and overall life satisfaction. This is very doable and scientifically proven. Here's how you can get started. According to UCLA Health, if we practice gratitude for 6 weeks, 5 days a week, and for a minimum of 15 minutes a day, it can lead to a more positive mental attitude and perspective. It can also improve your health. Can you spare 15 minutes a day to feel better about yourself? To feel better about other people and life in general? May I suggest a book by Oliver Sacks? The author wrote it knowing he was nearing the end of his life due to illness. The essays are heart-wrenching at times, but mostly inspiring. Let me leave you with a quote from Albert Einstein until tomorrow. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Choose the latter.
You're moving past the rain, moving past the pain, oh, past the color blue. I see power in you, past what held you down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.